Hey, Neil here. Welcome back to the 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗃 journey. This is a journey of me building a government contracting business from scratch, January 1st to December 31st, 2025. I'm going to get it to $1 million in annual recurring revenue as a government contractor, following the processes I teach all the time. I spent 20 years as a small business government owner. Well, I wasn't a small business government owner. This is why you shouldn't do this late at night. Small business government contractor in the federal market. I had two different businesses, and since 2018, I've been teaching people like you that government contracting is not a secret. It's just a process. And so the process is what I'm trying to show you implementing. I'm walking the talk, if you will. So all day long, I do trainings, et cetera, teaching you what and how to succeed in federal government contracting. But here, I'm trying to show you I'm doing it, and I'm doing it as much as I can in the blind, meaning when I start reaching out and doing sales calls, et cetera, I'll do it with other people's network, like my wife, Nancy, whose company this is, and some other people I'll team up with as we move forward. So today I want to talk about LinkedIn. We're moving along. I don't have any update on SAM for any of those following. Yesterday's video was about the capability statement. I finished that up. And as we move into today, I really want to dive into LinkedIn. I am on day 28, even though today is February 10th. I'm recording a couple of videos, 2 or 3 today, and I'll just keep trying to catch up. But today I want to dive into LinkedIn, just setting the stage. I'm not trying to do everything all at once, right? Because I'm only working 30 to 60 minutes a day building this company. But I do want to show you what I'm looking at. So let me share my screen. I'm going to walk you in, and we'll be able to look at together what my next task is going to be for 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. So what I want to do for 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 is I've got a capability statement that says what I do. Now, Nancy's going to be, so my wife, Nancy, is the Nancy in 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. And she's going to be the front for this. She's going to, in fact, we have already talked. She'll do some of the sales outreach, which will be fun for us to watch her get re-engaged in this kind of activity, because she was in this world 11 plus years ago before we had kids, and she switched to this job that she has. But now she's going to come back a little bit into the government space. And so we'll dive into that together. But I need to get her LinkedIn profile, which is another marketing asset. I need to bump it up a little bit, right? And so I'm going to go in. I wanted to show you mine first, then we'll show you hers, and then that'll be it for today. But we've got the banner at the top, right? Helping small businesses win federal contracts. It's a really simple kind of statement that makes it clear when people land on the profile. They're like, oh, that's what you do. I want to learn more. And they'll scroll down. Or they look at it and go, oh, that's what you do. I don't care. And I'm out of here. Right? And that's totally cool. You want people to be able to reject you just as fast as they accept you. In fact, faster. I want them to bolt. That way there's more time for somebody else to be here. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to show you, like a headline I'm going to work on here. That's really important. I'll talk about it when I get to it. But here, I just expanded on my banner. So it's helping small businesses win federal contracts. And then I got a couple of words in there. I actually don't even like them anymore now that I see them. And I might change that. I like it to be pretty straightforward on what's out there. And then coming down, I've got about section, some services. And I'll talk about that. About is it's not read that much, but you want enough of it that it excites people. But services, I can put some things in there as it relates to 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 that she can have, that if somebody wants to almost buy the services off of LinkedIn, they could, because I am going to try to attract my federal buyer to her profile, not my profile, to her profile. So it'll be a big difference. And then featured section, you can see I've got a lot of stuff here, and I'll come back and talk about it. This is just activity that's in there. And then I need to beef up her experience section. There's a bunch of other stuff at the bottom that I use, like education, licenses and certifications, projects that I've been associated with, and volunteering. She and I both have a lot of that. Get recommendations. Thanks, Sandra and Chris. And so just coming down, I've got a lot. She's not going to have as much. But one thing she will have that I don't have is Penn State. So let's go over to hers really quick. Her profile is missing all sorts of stuff, and which is totally cool. This is perfect because it is the closest to yours that I could find. She has not done anything on LinkedIn to make herself look professionally open for business, right, to the federal buyer. And so we're going to go in that together. But I'm going to give her a banner, and the banner is going to, maybe when people land on a profile, they're going to look and go, LinkedIn, blah, 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 blah. Let me come down and see. She's got, this is my all-time favorite picture of her. And so I love that it's on there, but I'm going to tell her to change it. I'm probably going to go off and find just a different profile picture. The cool thing about today is we can probably upload 4 or 5 of her favorite pictures or my favorite pictures and put it into an AI tool, and it'll give her a professional image. So she doesn't even have to go take an image out there. So I love this. She must have changed this recently. Teaching the young who sometimes don't behave the right way. I've met her kids. They misbehave an awful lot. My kids too. Okay, so we've got some stuff here. Penn State University is really good. You'll see when we go forward. I'll show you how she's going to be able to take advantage of that network she has. There's all sorts of people she does not know at Penn State, but because they went to Penn State, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. Actually, let me click on this. Whoa, hold on. Let me just show this Penn State University. So let me say show all results. So right here, 600,000 people are on Penn State following, and I'm going to show her show you how she can use that to reach out. Plus, she can reach out to all sorts of people who aren't connected to it as you move forward. So if you look at her profile, though, coming down, there's pretty much nothing. You can see that in the last 7 days, she's had zero people look at her LinkedIn posts, and only 2 people have looked at her profile. And I'm assuming I'm one of them, kind of thing, right? So not a lot of activity here, which is great. I get to show you how she's going to get a lot done. Here she's got some homeschool teacher and unemployed. I'll clean that up so it looks kind of different than it has in the past. But she's worked at Lockheed. She's worked at CIA and some of these other places. None of that is reflected on here. I'm going to update that stuff for her. And then here it kind of stops. She better be following my newsletter. Good. She is at least following my newsletters. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So LinkedIn, let me come back to my profile here, or my screen where I'm recording. So that's LinkedIn. That's going to be the next thing we work on. And LinkedIn is the place people nowadays go validate you are who you say you are. And they begin to go, well, why should I listen to you? You can begin to demonstrate some authority. What I'm going to do with Nancy's profile is begin to beef it up a little bit with content, with things about her experience, with basic things about what does 𝗟𝗟 sell. And I'm going to do all that together with you. And because there is so much in there, I'll do it incrementally. That way you're able to track on it. So, okay, that's it for today. I will catch you up the next time because we just hit 8 minutes. And the next time, I think what I'll start with is just the banner right out of the gate. All right, I will see you in the next video.